What's up, everyone? Matt back for another Who Are They Real Review. And today we're here to talk to you, or I should say, I'm here to talk to you about one of the most talked about films for off screen drama in recent history. And none other than Don't Worry, Darling. All right. So I'll be frank. This film was something that, as the drama grew off screen, I became less and less interested in because of that. Now, granted, it has Florence Pugh, who is honestly, outside of John Boyega and Taron Egerton, one of my favorite young stars, and I will watch her in anything just like I'll watch them in anything. So it had that going for it. So I was like, all right, it's still Flo. I'm gonna watch it. This is great. I'm probably gonna love her. Spoiler alert, I did. Um, but the closer we got to it, the more the drama built up, whether it was Shia outing the fact that he wasn't really fired and that he left on his own accord, or the spitting incident between Chris Pine and Harry Styles right there, or the fact that Florence Pugh is not doing any press and all the other behind the scenes bullshit that we've heard over the last few months. So when I got this, I'm like, well, it's time. It's time. So I went to the theater, open-minded, trying to ignore the things that have been coming out, tried to ignore the reviews that have been coming out. And honestly, there's a lot in this film that does work. However, there's just about as much in this film that doesn't work. A lot of people will probably compare this and say it feels Jordan Peele-esque from a woman's point of view, which is fair. However, I feel like at times the film tries a little bit too hard at that, and that's to its detriment. Florence Pugh is a star. There's nothing there's nothing you can't say. This was a stellar, grade A performance by Florence. She just keeps you invested in this just by being on screen and bringing that presence she has along with her. The secondary cast, just your side characters, they leave a little bit to be desired. And I'm talking about Harry Styles. I'm talking about Olivia Wilde. I'm talking about Kiki Lane, Nick Kroll. The only two that honestly still did well and worked for me were Gemma Chan and Chris Pine. And I wish they used Gemma Chan more, because it seemed like there's a lot they can do with her character that they didn't up until, well, you'll see at the end. Chris Pine, however, has the same magnetic presence that Florence Pugh has. And I wanted more of that. Those two butting heads, that's what I wanted more of. Just to find out I wasn't going to get that. This film has a few twists. This whole suburbia setup is just it's a trip, man. This is one of those reviews that's harder to do because it's got two big twists. One you don't really see coming, one you do. However, it's just the second one just kind of, in my opinion at least, lowered the scope of everything. Like hired and it was a negative effect for the most part. Like there's one aspect of the twist that's like, wow, that's really dark and interesting, and then the other, you're just, the rest of it, you're like, but it's got this weird energy to it that is just so hard to talk about without having someone to bounce off of the movie already being out, because this is something I do want to talk about with everyone. So, but I know a lot of people want to know, how is Harry? How is Harry? I didn't care for him at all. He was very mid. He It's frustrating because you want to like his character, and or I shouldn't say like his. You want to like him on screen, but at the end of the day, it brings almost nothing to the table. No personality really. It's sad. Now there are some moments where you're just like, wow, I can't believe they went there. Like in the first 15 minutes of the movie when he's going down on Florence Pugh. They went there multiple times. Didn't expect it. But that seemed to be the only times they had chemistry, in my personal opinion. Others may disagree. It was just this movie feels like it could have been so much better, and it just wasn't. And for that, based off of the Florence Pugh alone, and I didn't even cover the cinematography, which it seems like the cinematographer went to the school of J.J. Abrams because it was lens flares everywhere from them being in the desert. But I'm gonna be kind, and just off of Florence Pugh's performance alone, I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 5 reels. There are a lot of issues. There's a lot in this story that works, like I said before, and a lot that doesn't work. This is going to be probably a pretty divisive movie, but I'm curious where people are going to fall when it comes to those scales. But what did you think? Did you see the movie? Have you watched this? Are you watching this before you see the movie? If you are, come back and let me know what you think. Just like, subscribe, follow everything we do over here at Watt Real Entertainment, because we got a lot coming up. Black and Gold, our Back and Gold podcast. A couple probably going to start doing Sunday spoiler review talks for bigger movies, starting with this one. You'll see us Sunday. But yeah, come back. We got a lot going on. It's going to be fun. And until then, I'm Matt. This was another Who Are They Real review, and we'll see you next time.